Holly, and I'm going to be telling you guys a little bit about rock climbing, the form of lead climbing. So rock climbing is a really thrilling sport. It can be kind of dangerous if you don't use precautions and the right safety equipment. Lead climbing is my favorite part just because it's like really hard on your body. Like, you don't have a top rope connected, so you're the one who has to plant that. So lead climbing, like I said, it's there's no rope anchored above you, so you as a climber have to anchor the rope in these little anchors that are already into the rope. So the equipment that you're going to need is, here's a locking carabiner, and then quick draws, you have a harness, and then rock climbing shoes. That's a belaying device right here, and then you have a chalk bag and a dynamic rope. So to start, you have the harness. It's really important just because it's like your main safety kind of thing, like hooking you to the rope and to the belayer. You can put on like things, whatever you want on your harness that you're going to use while climbing. And then you have locking carabiners. Here's like the gate of the carabiner, and it's important just because it connects your rope to your harness, and they lock, so sometimes you just want to make sure that it's locked so that it won't fall off or come off while you're climbing. Dynamic rope. This is really important just because it's better for sport climbing just because the elasticity in it. So if you fall, it contains most of the energy in the fall instead of on your body. And it's important that it's 60 meters in length, just so that when you're climbing that you don't like run out of rope and fall. And then it's better to get like 9 to 11 millimeters in width, just so that it's thick and sturdy enough to be able to climb with, but it's not like too heavy to haul around. And then you have a belaying device, and this is also important just for the belayer. And the belayer is the person who is down on the ground that's like feeding you rope and stuff. And this is helpful. So like the belaying is right there, and then this comes out to you, so it helps them like give you slack and stuff, so that their like hands aren't gonna get rope burn and stuff. And then climbing shoes, they don't seem very essential, but they really are. They're used for grip on the rock and to like fit your feet in cracks and stuff. So, and you want to make sure that they're snug, so like tighter than like usual, just so they don't fall off. Also, a chalk bag is really important, just because while climbing you kind of sweat, so you'll lose grip on the rock. So you just attach it to your harness, and while climbing you just kind of use it, and it'll like absorb the sweat while you're climbing. And quick draws, these are important for lead climbers, just because they're what plants the route and everything. So as you can see, this lady, here's an already anchored one. She's gonna she put the quick draw in, and then she's attaching the rope to it. And it's important that while rock climbing, that the gate of it is facing the opposite direction of what you're climbing, because if she's like climbing up into the left, she wants it facing right, so that she doesn't, if she falls, this won't like come unclipped and fall out. So you always have the gate facing the opposite way of what you're going to climb. And then pretty much just rappelling down is really easy. You just kick off the rock and stuff. And while climbing down, you want to take off the quick draws, just so that whoever's climbing up next won't have all these quick draws to come across, which would be annoying. But rock climbing is really fun. As you can see, you can do many things, travel everywhere. You can reach new limits and stuff, which is really fun. My references, I pretty much learned from my friends. They were the ones who got me into it. They just told me, like, do you want to come rock climbing? And I started out in the gym, and then we moved to outdoors. Experience, just learning from mistakes and what worked best. YouTube. When I first got into rock climbing, I looked at a bunch of YouTube videos just because they were really interesting, and it taught you like step by step everything. And then Google research. And also I got this rock climbing book when I first started. It's just like basic rock climbing. So it just shows equipment, steps, pretty much everything you need to know about rock climbing. So yeah. Is there any questions or anything?
How was your experience the first time?
It was like, I started when I was really little, just in the gym, like with my dad and stuff. It was really fun just because I've always climbed on trees, so I figured rock climbing would be fun. But outdoors, it was actually different, just because I'm used to indoors where the hangers are all there, you know, it's just an easy route. So, like when I got out to the wall, it was harder because you had to find your own grip holds and everything. And it was harder, but it's a lot more fun, I think.
Did you ever take a serious fall?
No, not. I'm like more scared to fall, so I make sure I like hold on really tight, and if I'm gonna make a step, I mean, go there. But I have fallen, but I mean it's not too big of a drop, just because with the quick draws, they're placed, you know, just a couple feet from each other. So if you fall, it's only a couple feet. But on YouTube, there's some like falls, and they're really far, but you know they're held by the harness.
How far up have you gone in say feet?
I actually don't know. I think the highest one, have you ever been to El Dorado? Like the El Dorado Canyon out there? It's probably like 100 feet or so, maybe higher. I've only been able to really climb there just because it's known for rock climbing. They have some in Boulder, but yeah, I don't quite know. I'm hoping to do a couple fun ones. Like they have some, like that you made right there sitting on the mountain. I feel like that would be really cool to get to that point someday. So yeah.
I don't know about you, but I'd rather be dropped from a helicopter onto that ledge than have to climb up that.
Yeah, it's for. I mean, it's anyone get into it. It doesn't matter if you're tall or short, but as long as you like physical work, I just think it's fun, you know. So yeah.
All right. You have a question?
No.
Okay, guys, how did she do? Let's start with movement. What do you think?
She did good.
Yeah.
Pointing to the pictures.
What did she do that some others did not do who had slide presentations or PowerPoints? Yeah, I think you made a good point. You basically started with your laptop, then you walked across the screen over here, made reference to the screen, then you came forward from behind the table, and then you went back to your laptop again. And you repeated that pattern, I think, throughout your speech. Did you do that consciously?
Not really.
Say yes.
Well, yeah, I thought about it moving when you told us to, and I just figured I'd put my book there, so I walk here, and then.
Okay, well, then it worked.
Yeah, it did.
What about the PowerPoint presentation itself? Did you do that? Did you make that up?
Oh, yeah.
It was good because there was like no words and mainly just pictures, and like you described everything by just like pointing to it, and you knew it was not like reading anything.
Oh,
Yeah. Everybody here were okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about eye contact? I think probably people on this side of the room thought you did at some point. Maybe people over here missed out on the eye contact.
okay.
Because I saw you making eye contact with people on the side of the room. And so keep in mind, you got a lot, yeah, you got a larger audience. Certainly a lot of information, you knew your stuff, which is probably one of the reasons you picked this topic, is you're better at it than anyone else is, or at least everyone in the class. I thought you looked relaxed. Were you nervous at all?
In the beginning, but then once I got talking, I was, comfortable with it, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Was the speech easier than the first one?
Yeah, it was.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Attention getting device. Can anybody hear one? I didn't hear one. Other than the fact that you gave us an exercise in the obvious in that this can be dangerous,
Oh, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it can.
Maybe somewhere you could have found statistics on how many people are hurt or injured rock climbing in any given time.